to my channel. I'm Patti. If you're new here, today I have a beginner's yoga sequence. This is a full flow. All you're gonna need is either a block or a pillow or bolster. Both will work just fine, and your mat. That being said, let's get started right away. Seated at the center of your mat, I'm gonna face you. All right. So take a second here, shake it out, whether this is a practice for the morning or evening. Take a second here to integrate into your space. This is your practice. Settle in to your own space and your own body. All right. If you're comfortable, close your eyes or just gaze down the bridge of your nose. We'll take 3 moving breaths to initiate the practice. To start off, inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Big, natural, open mouth exhale. 2 more just like that. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, option to look up at your hands. Exhale, hands to heart. 1 more deep inhale, sit up nice and tall. Big, strong sigh. Pull your hands to your heart. Bow your chin into your chest. Pause for a second. Now, option here to set an intention for your practice, or if you'd like to express a little bit of gratitude and appreciation for making some time for yourself to connect with your body, your breath, and your mind. Slowly release your hands down to your mat, or into your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, side stretch. Bring your right arm down, reach your left arm up and over. Bring your right hand onto the ground, or option for your block. From here, scoop your right shoulder underneath your left. Open up through your chest. Find a long side body stretch along your entire left side by anchoring your left hip down into the mat. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, side stretch over to the left. Breathe length into your entire right side this time. Really open up along the right side rib cage. Try to relax your right shoulder, the top of your shoulder away from your ear. Inhale, come up through center. We'll do 1 more time either side. Exhale, right arm down, side stretch over towards the right. Beautiful. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, side stretch over towards the left. Awesome. From here, come back through center. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the tops of your knees. We'll take a seated cat-cow. So take a second here, ground down into your sits bones, your hips. Lengthen through your spine here. Pull your chin slightly back to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, seated cow. Lift your chest. Drag your shoulder blades together and down behind your back. Expand across your entire front line of your body. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine here, squeeze your core. Press into your upper back as you round your shoulders and tuck your chin in towards your chest. If you want to add some arms here, inhale, bring your arms out to a T. Big T out wide, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chest. Exhale, big hug, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Round your upper back, tuck your chin in. Use your hands here to help expand your shoulder blades away from one another. Inhale, bring your arms out to a T. Lift your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades underneath, slightly up. Exhale, switch out your arms. Round for a deep, big hug. Great way to start off your practice with a little bit of self-gratitude and appreciation. All right, slowly come back to center. Inhale, slowly release your hands. Exhale, make your way to a tabletop pose. Come up onto all fours. We'll continue with those cat-cows here. Stack your shoulder over your wrists. Keep your hips stacked directly over your knees. Now from here, notice where your spine is. Avoid sagging your belly low. And avoid keeping your shoulders up too high. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, cow pose. Lift your tailbone, drag your heart forward. Use your hands to grip the mat and to press your hands into the mat to broaden through your chest space. Inhale. Exhale, cat pose. Aim your tailbone down. Squeeze your core up and in. Round through your upper back. Tuck your chin into your chest as you press your hands firmly into the mat. Inhale, cow pose. So now we're warming up the spine. Use your palms here to really expand across your chest. Exhale, cat pose. Squeeze your core up and in. Use this as an opportunity to really warm up your spine, to get a feel for the sensation in your core as you extend and flex your spine. Inhale, cow pose, lift, last one. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. Awesome job. From here, come to a neutral spine. Take a second here to lengthen out from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Try to keep your gaze right at the top of your mat for that nice neutral long neck. All right, from here, squeeze your core in tight. Inhale, extend your right foot back behind you. Keep your toes on the ground. Take a second here, squeeze your belly button up towards your spine. Option here to stay here. Maybe hover your left fingertips off of the mat. Or if you'd like, you can extend your left arm forward for a little bit of core stabilization work right here early on. For a balance challenge, option here to lift your right heel in line with your right hip. Try not to bring your foot too high. We're just focusing on squeezing the abs in tight to build that stabilization. Hold for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. We'll go one more time on this side. All right, inhale, extend your right leg back behind you, toes down first, press into your right heel. Exhale, extend your left arm forward or just come up onto your fingertips. Hold and breathe for a second. Now option here to lift your right heel. Try not to dump your weight into your right arm. Press into your right palm to really build that strong tricep. Inhale. Exhale, come down to a tabletop. Awesome job. Let's switch it out. Inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Keep your toes down on the ground. Squeeze your core in tight. Shift your weight to your left hand. Option here now to hover up onto your right fingertips. Squeeze your abs in tight. Extend your right arm forward. Option here to hold, or if you'd like, you can lift your left heel off of the mat. Press into your left palm, really build that strong shoulder strength and tricep strength. Breathe in, you can do this. Exhale, come back to a tabletop. Ain't nothing. All right, one more time. Inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Exhale, extend your right arm forwards. Option to stay here. Maybe shift your weight to your right knee or left arm as you take that balance challenge. Engage the entire front side of your core for the added stability. Breathe in. Exhale, come on down to that tabletop. Nice job. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent. Lift your hips and melt your heels down. And if your knees are still bent, that's totally fine. Whether you're just waking up your legs, or you're feeling a little bit tight today, be gentle on your body for this first downward facing dog. You can pedal it out, bend one knee, then the other. And if you find that your down dog has bent knees, that's totally fine. Focus here on pressing your chest towards your thighs. Then as you begin to lengthen through the backside of your legs, you can start to melt your heels down towards the mat. But if you're bent for now, that's totally fine. Just notice how this first down dog feels, how you're feeling in your body from your hands to your feet. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Take a tiny little steps to the back of your wrist creases. Bend your knees a lot so that your upper body rests heavy onto your thighs. From here, you got a couple options. You can grab for opposite elbows. Maybe sway side to side. Shift your weight from right foot to left foot. I love this pose because it really brings space into the bones in your spine. You want a healthy spine for a healthy, long life. Come to stillness here. Toe heel your feet together. Invite a soft bend to your knees. Press through your feet, roll up to a stand. Let your body hang heavy first. Arms are like noodles, head and neck are last to rise. At the top, we'll take 3 shoulder shrugs. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll them down and back your spine. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, roll it down and away. One more deep inhale. Shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll it down and back your spine. All right, inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart standing at attention, Samastitihi. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Option to look up at your palms. Exhale, forward fold. You have an option here to bring your hands to your hips. Hinge at your hips as you lower your body down. Find a long, strong spine here. Release your hands down at the bottom of your mat or option on your calves or thighs. Take a second here. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands to your shins or your thighs. Find a really strong upper back here. You always hear us say, pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. It's so that we can avoid crunching our shoulders up to our ears and crunching our neck, which focuses a lot on keeping that tension away from the alignment in your spine. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Step your right, left foot back. Come on down to your left knee. Untuck your back toes. Come up onto your right thigh. Now notice where your knee is in line with your ankle. Want to make sure it's stacked one right over the other. Now extend your arms up and overhead. Again, noticing your joint alignment here. Hips should be directly underneath your shoulders, arms straight up and overhead. Now take a second here. If you'd like, you can squeeze your glutes. Press your hips forward, melt into your left thigh, the front of your thigh or your quads. All right, lengthen through your spine. Inhale, exhale, baby back bend. Goal post your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest towards the sky. Keep your gaze slightly upwards. Inhale, crescent moon, re-extend your arms up high. Exhale, plant your palms. Make your way back into a tabletop pose. Come down to all fours. Keep your hands about hip shoulder distance apart. Bend your elbows back. Inhale, we've got a tricep push-up. Exhale, tricep push-up as you lower all the way down to your chest. Extend your legs back behind you. Squeeze your feet, your legs together so that your inner thighs are glued together. Inhale, baby cobra. Light on your fingertips. Drag your elbows back towards your heels. Lengthen through your spine. Keep your gaze at the top of your mat. Looking good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release. From here, tuck your toes, or press up into a tabletop. Now tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. All right, take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, send your gaze forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. You can take a couple tiny steps here or use your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset your spine, bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Exhale, slowly release. Press into your palms. Inhale, mountain pose, root to rise. Grow as tall as you can. Exhale, bring your hands at your heart. So good. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Reach and extend as high as you can. Exhale, forward fold. You can swan dive here. You can bring your hands at your heart. This is your practice. Take what your body needs. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset your spine. Remember, find that long, proud spine here. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms. Bring your right knee down behind you. Come on down to your right knee as you press yourself up. Remember that alignment, left knee over left ankle. You want to avoid any turning inwards or outwards. Right in the middle. Press through your heel. Rise your arms up towards the sky. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Press into your right knee. Maybe you shift your hips forward ever so slightly for a nice quad stretch right here in the front of your hip flexor, your right quad. Inhale. Exhale, back bend, goal post your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you need a little bit more balance, keep your gaze forwards. But if you want for a little extra balance challenge, send your gaze towards the sky or the ceiling. Squeeze your elbows back behind you. Inhale, crescent moon, re-extend your arms. Exhale, tabletop, plant your palms. Bring your left knee back behind you. You can always begin to walk your knees backwards so your hips are a little bit more at a larger angle. Inhale. Exhale, tricep push-up. Bend your elbows down and back. Squeeze your elbows tight to the midline. Inhale, baby cobra again. Fingertips are light on the mat. Drag your elbows back to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tighten up across your upper back here. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly release. Nice work. Inhale, tabletop. Come to all fours. Press yourself up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips, melt your heels. All right, take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it out. We'll take this one more round on either side, a little bit more fluidly. Breath to movement here, so take your time. Listen to what your body needs. Flow at your own unique pace. You got this. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands down to the ground. Inhale, mountain pose, or rise up, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, standing at attention. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Move forward with so much control here. Lower your hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your legs. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands back down on the mat. Step your left foot back. You got it. Inhale, crescent moon. Lift your chest up to your shoulders to stack over your hips. Extend your arms straight up. Exhale, add that back bend. Squeeze your elbows behind you as you goal post your arms. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach your arms back up. Exhale, tabletop. Lower your palms. Bring your right knee back to a tabletop pose. From here, inhale. Exhale, tricep push-up. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Drag your elbows up and back. Option here to lift your fingertips to a hover. Let your spine take over with all of its strength. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale, tabletop, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got one more side. All right, inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Take that reset in your spine. Bring your hands to your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, stand, come to a stand. Bring your arms up and overhead. Reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips, long, strong spine. Bring your hands down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift to reset. Exhale, low lunge, plant your palms. Step your right foot back, come on down to your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon, reach your arms straight up and overhead. Exhale, back bend, goal post your arms, lift your chest. Inhale, mountain pose, re-extend your arms straight up. Exhale, tabletop, plant your palms, come on down to your left knee. Inhale as you set up to lower down. Exhale, tricep push-up, lower all the way down. Try to keep your elbows glued by your side. Let your arms shake just a little. You got it. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your chest. Option here, hover your fingertips off of your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, tabletop, come back to all fours. And exhale, downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. Breathe it out here. Take 2 or 3 rounds of breath on your own. Notice if the rate or rhythm of your breath has changed or how this downward facing dog feels compared to the first. As we begin to circulate our blood and to begin to really work into our muscles and fascia and ligaments, we tend to loosen up. So notice how each of these postures begin to feel different as you start to work into them. All right, so come on down to your knees. Awesome job. So my favorite part is core, but it's only because when we're flowing through yoga poses, sometimes we forget that our core is there to help us stabilize and protect our spine. So we got just a little bit of core work for you here. We'll take a 30-second forearm plank. You're gonna crush it. It's gonna be awesome. You have a couple options. So option number 1 is to take it down on your knees. Try to avoid this tabletop shape if you can. You're gonna make a number 11 with your forearms. You can interlace your fingers if you like. So option number 1, keep your hips in line with your shoulders. So you're gonna slope from your shoulders to your hips to your knees. This is option 1. Option 2 is to come up onto your toes to lift your knees up and off the mat. You wanna squeeze your core up and in as tight as you can. Hug your abs in tight. Timer starts now. Breathe it out just about 30 seconds. Stay with it. Drive your weight into your elbows. And really focus here on squeezing the front line of your body up and in. That includes your thighs. If you want to come down to your knees, you can, but don't forget to get right back up. We're just about halfway there. Almost there. Stay with it. You can do it. Breathe. Press into the ball mounds of your feet. It's all in your head for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Come on down to your knees. Breathe it out here. We'll take a quick breather. Feel free to grab water or towel off. Engagement is so important when you're moving your body. So don't forget to keep that core engaged right after we built all of this strength just now. All right, let's get started. Come to a stand at the top of your mat. We'll take 3 moving breaths just to reset, to bring ourselves back into center. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Lift up and out of your side body. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one. See if you can grow as tall as you can, reach as high as you can. Inhale, reach up, send your gaze towards your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart. Now step your feet about hip-width distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips. You got just a little bit balancing. That's why we do core right before, because it'll really help you stabilize. All right. Shift your weight to your right foot. Slowly shift your weight to your left, shift your weight to your right foot. Come up onto your left tippy toes. This is going to be option number 1. Option number 1 is just to hold it here. If you'd like to challenge your balance just a little bit here, option number 2 is to lift your foot off of the ground. Just do however. You can always tap your toes back on the mat if you need. Option number 3 is to bring your knee in line with your hip. Flex your foot to be parallel to the ground. Press into your right foot here. You really want to dig the strength into the inside arch of your right foot. We're not here for long, I promise. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior 2. Step your left foot back with some control. The stance doesn't have to be super wide. Bring your left foot to be the same length as the back side of your mat, so parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into your right knee a lot. Extend your arms out to a T. Awesome job. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Now from here, I know your legs are doing most of the work, but if you want to keep your core engaged, it'll help you sit just a little bit taller. You can really focus on the upper back as well. Lift up and out, or lift your shoulders up and back. Reach in opposite directions here. All right, stay strong in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your right arm up and high. Keep that bend in your right knee as you extend your arm up and back. So just like our side stretch at the beginning of the session, relax your right shoulder away from your ear. You should feel a nice elongation along the right side of your rib cage. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Hinge your body forward. Bring your right arm down to your right thigh. Prop yourself up here. Extend your left arm towards the sky. So pause as you breathe. Avoid dipping too much weight into your right thigh. Really see if you can use the strength of your core, your obliques, to pull your body up so that your elbow is barely touching your right thigh. Lengthen through your spine. You can send your gaze down for more balance. Or if you'd like, you can send your gaze up for that balance challenge. You can do it. Inhale, star pose. From here, open up into a big X. I'm going to flip over so you can see what I'm doing. So you're not just staring at my behind. Bring your arms up and overhead, heels in, toes out, lengthen up. Inhale, exhale, goddess pose. Bend your knees, sit nice and low. Bring your elbows to your sides. For this first round, we'll take a couple shoulder dips. Bring your hands to your inner thighs. Take a couple rounds of shoulder dips here. Might hear a couple cracks and pops, but be gentle on your body. It's still early movement. All right, you should feel nice and loosen your thoracic spine. Come up to balancing up on your heels again. Inhale, not balancing, but come up to, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, star pose, open it up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Parallel your feet to the ends of your mat. Hinge your body forward, so just like our forward fold. Take control here, that long flat spine. Option here now, you can grab that block or a pillow and use it to help you stretch it out. This should feel really nice in the backside of your legs. Let your upper body drape heavy. If you like, you can widen your stance for a deeper inner thigh stretch, or shift your weight forwards for a nice, juicy hamstring stretch. Take a second here as you let your body hang. Begin to let go of some of that tension holding up in your neck. All right, slowly from here, press back up onto your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine. You can move your block out of the way. Exhale, low lunge back to the front. Bend your right knee. Come on down to your left knee. Awesome job. From here, make your way back into a tabletop pose. Step your right knee back. Plant your palms. Inhale. If you liked a little bit more of a challenge, you can slide your knees further back. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Squeeze your elbows tight. See if you can take your time. Try to keep your shoulders back and away from your ears. Breathe in. Lower all the way down. Exhale. Awesome. From here, inhale. Option for that cobra, or if you like, you can move into a sphinx pose. Press up onto your forearms, just like our plank. Lift your chest, drag your heart forwards. Keep your gaze straight forward. Love all these back bends to really help reverse a lot of that crunching we do from sitting, driving. It helps with a strong, healthy posture. Breathe in, exhale, release. From here, inhale to tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Alrighty, inhale, look forward. We got one more side. Exhale, forward fold. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Reset your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to a stand. Bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, then down to your hips. Step your feet about hip width distance apart now. This time we'll do the other side. Shift your weight into your left foot. So sometimes our balance isn't always the same on both sides. And that's okay because we don't write ambidextrous for most people. So it's all right if one side is a little stronger, a little bit more stable than the other. Take some time to build that same strength with some consistency. Shift your weight to your left foot. Option number one, hover your right heel off of the mat up onto your right tippy toes. Option number two is to hover your right toes off of the mat. Option here, you can always dip your pinky toes back onto the mat. Option number three is to take that full-on balance challenge. Bring your right knee in line with your right hip and your foot is flexed. Shift your weight to the inside arch of your left foot. My left side is always super wiggly. So just take your time, find your balance. It helps to look at something that's not moving and also to focus on your breath. All right, we won't be here for long. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Hinge your body forward, step your right foot back. Bend into your left knee. Again, notice where your right foot is. Should be parallel to the back of your mat. Extend your arms out into a T. Now don't forget that abdominal bracing, core engagement. Find that strong upper body as well. Reach from fingertip to fingertip. You can always give your fingertips a wiggle. Awesome job. Get nice and deep into this pose. Should feel a nice stretch along your inner hips and thighs as well. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your left arm up and high. Option to bring your right hand down to your right leg. Maybe back behind your low back. Expand across the entire left side body here. Reach your hand up and back, hold and breathe. Try to see if you can send your gaze up towards your palm. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge your body forward. Lower your left elbow onto your left thigh. Option here to reach your right arm up. Now again, use the strength of your abs. Squeeze your core in tight. See if you can hover your left elbow off of your thigh. You're not using that so much for support, more a little bit of a balance and stability factor. But from here, option send your gaze up to the palm, your hand, or down to the ground. Take some time here. Use your oblique strength. You're holding yourself up. You're propping yourself up. You got this. Inhale, star pose. Open up to that big X. Take up as much space as you can. Exhale, goddess pose. Bring it down and low. From here, Bring your hands to your heart or your hips. We're gonna pulse it low here just to work a little bit on that dynamic movement. Sit up nice and tall, pulse it low here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. I didn't say 1, 2, 1. I'm just kidding. Inhale, star pose, open it up. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Parallel your feet to the ends of your mat. Exhale, hinge your body forwards. Again, nice and long in the spine. If you like the second round, you can always widen your stance. But take what you need. Breathe here. Let your upper body drape heavy. I love this one for my low back, my upper neck. Any of these forward folds really help loosen the spine, which can get really tense from all the standing and speaking of straight sitting up and walking that we do. And that's what yoga really is all about at the end of the day, is helping with some mobility so you can get through your day-to-day activities with ease and strength. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. Bend into your left knee. Come on down to your right knee. Make your way back to that tabletop pose. From here, walk your feet back. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Keep your elbows glued by your sides. Inhale for that Sphinx pose. Press into your elbows. Lift your heart. Drag your elbow, or energetically drag your elbows back. We're going to stay in one spot. And see if you can expand across your collarbones. These back bends really help strengthen the muscles that line your spine. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. From here, press up into a tabletop pose. It's time to stretch out the hips. Inhale, extend your right leg back behind you. Exhale, you're going to cross your right foot to the back left corner of your mat. Hinge your hips down and back. Have a seat onto your foot. So you want to keep your left hip nice and high off the ground for now. So if you want to grab your pillow or your block, you can always place it underneath your left hip. Should feel really strong and stretchy in the outside of your left glute. That's a muscle that's along the outside of your booty, your left outer hip. Rest your chest on your thigh. And just allow yourself to breathe it out here. This is a really big muscle group, so it should feel really a big release when you stretch it out. And allow your head and neck to just hang down towards the ground. Now is the time to begin releasing any tension you might be holding. As we get to slow everything down, that's when our mind starts to wander. See if you can focus on releasing into the stretch versus getting distracted and going through the motions. Slowly lower your left hip down. Have a seat on your left hip. Extend your right leg out to the side so that you're making it like a tree pose with your legs. From here, we'll stretch out into the right hamstring. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, rotate your body towards your right foot. Hinge your body forward. So you want to align your chest with your toes. See if you can square off your shoulders towards your right foot. Hinge your body forward, and if you can only reach for your calf, that's totally fine. We're getting a nice side body stretch as well as a nice deep hamstring stretch. Breathe into it here. If you want, you can keep a longer spine if you want to get into the hamstring, or if you like, you can start to round your upper back for a little bit more of that side body stretch. All right, slowly from here, you're gonna press yourself back up into an easy seat. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, nice and easy twist over towards the left. So it's a nice big open twist. Bring your right arm down towards your right thigh. Reach your left arm back behind you. Twist in the opposite direction. And then once that feels good, slowly make your way back to that tabletop pose. We gotta switch it out to the other side. Inhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Exhale, cross it to the back right corner of your mat. Hinge your hips down and back again. Your right hip should be floating above the ground. You can bring your block or your pillow below if you want a little bit of that assistance with the stretch to alleviate some of the pressure in your right glute. But do what feels right in your body. If you didn't do it on one side and you need it for another, that's completely normal. Allow your head and neck again to hang. We're looking for that same sensation rather than the same shape. Really focus on the releasing of the tension in your glute. See if you can slow your inhales and exhales now. The work, the effort is done. Allow your body now to lengthen and to settle, to relax. You crushed it. Slowly roll your right hip down towards the mat. Extend your left leg out to the side. I'm gonna face you so you can see what I'm doing. All right, from here, inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist towards your left foot. Hinge your body forwards. And slowly reach for your right foot. Again, doesn't matter if you reach for your calf or ankle. And you'll notice that again, like I said, my left side is always a little crankier than my right. It's not as flexible, so that's all right. We'll still stay in that same stretch and lengthen the backside of the leg. And again, if you want, you can round your back for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Breathe it out here. You should feel a nice stretch along your lower right quadrant. Inhale, come up to bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, big open twist over towards the right. Reach your left arm towards your right thigh. Reach your right hand behind you. Lengthen, sit up nice and tall. You can send your gaze towards your right, behind your right shoulder. All right, slowly come up through center. You're gonna bump your hips to the center of your mat. Shake out your legs real fast here. All right, keep your knees bent. So from here, rather than a seated forward fold, we're gonna allow our upper back to open first. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, hinge your body forward. Reach for your feet or your heels. Let your upper body melt and relax around your thighs. And then from here, if you'd like, you can start to lengthen your feet out into a seated forward fold or just keep them bent. Just for this first iteration of this stretch, really get into the upper back, spread your shoulder blades. Slowly release this time now. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Extend your legs forward. Inhale, exhale, hinge your body forward. Reach for your toes. Keep your spine nice and long. It should feel really good in the backside of your legs. This time here, you want to keep your spine nice and tall. Keep your core contracted. Just a little bit more core work for you to finish off. Inhale, slowly rise up. And then exhale, roll all the way down onto your back. Scoot your hips down toward the center of your mat. Take it one vertebra at a time as you roll all the way down. Slowly hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side to massage out your low back. You can always take alternating knee circles to really get into the side joints, relieve some pressure in your low back. All right, slowly lower your left foot down to the ground. Keep your left knee bent. Hug your right knee up and in towards your right armpit. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Bring your right foot across your body. Anchor your right shoulder down onto the mat. So keep both legs bent. Nice twist along your lower back. Go just as far as your body will allow you to. Option here, you can always place the block underneath your right knee for a little additional support. But the goal here really is to keep your right shoulder down on the ground. Just breathe it out here. You can close your eyes. This one's always good towards the end of your practice. All right, slowly come back up through center. And switch out your legs, lower your right foot down onto the mat. Hug your left knee in towards your left armpit. Roll it up and around. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Bring your left leg across your body. Anchor down through your left shoulder again. See if you can peel your left shoulder out towards the bottom. Peel your left shoulder out and open. Again, find that nice deep twist. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. This one always gets really nice. My low back on my left side is particularly tight. All right, so you have both knees back into your chest. From here, grab around your thighs and behind your legs for a modified happy baby. Rock side to side, peel your knees down towards the ground. So for happy baby, you want to keep your head and neck rested on your mat rather than reaching up to get to your feet. Keep the spine nice and long, and if your flexibility allows, then reach for your feet. And some days it's going to be extra tight. Some days it's going to feel pretty easy to break into this posture, but take your time. You can rock side to side, extend one leg and the other. And once that feels good, hug your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Connect your forehead to your knees. Hug everything nice and tight together. Thank your body for all of its strength. Inhale. Exhale, slowly make your way into your final Shavasana, your resting posture. Bring your feet out as hip width distance. Hands come by your sides. You can close your eyes here. We'll be here just for a couple moments as you enjoy absorbing all the benefits of this past session as we begin to deepen your yoga practice. Your body will begin to build all different kinds of strength, both mental and physical. So see if you can find a little bit of peace and stillness. You're ready to continue on the rest of your day. See if you can bring some awareness back into your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Take an inhale breath through your nose. Open mouth cleansing exhale, let it out. One more deep inhale. Big open mouth exhale, let it out. Extend your arms back behind you. Take a giant long pencil stretch, inhale. Exhale, slowly hug your knees into your chest. Roll on over to your side, either your right or your left. Curl up in a fetal position just for a second here before we rise back up to a seat. Press back up into seated. All right, we'll take 3 last rounds of moving breaths to seal out our practice together. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. See if you can take longer breaths with every round. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more, deepest inhale here. Reach up, expand, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Bow your chin into your chest. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself and taking this time to practice with me. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for watching, for joining in with this nice, gentle beginner flow. If you have any questions or comments about anything that we did today, please let me know in the comments below. If not, like, comment, subscribe. You can find me on social media at Patti Cow. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.